Hello beautiful people, if you're interested in knowing how I started and how I finished this pattern drafting, then this is a video you must watch. Please do well to subscribe to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, God bless you. Keep watching. So right here I'm gonna head to mark my shoulder point, which is 7 inches, and then I've added half an inch to it for sewing allowance, which is 7.5, that's 15 inches. And this is going to be a dress with a turtleneck. The plunge neckline will be a dress with turtleneck. So I'm gonna have to mark 2.5 inches from my neckline width, and then for the neckline depth right here I'm going to be marking 2.5 as well right here. Okay, then I'm gonna have to mark my under bust area, my bust point, which is from here to here. Mine in this case is 9.5 plus sewing allowance. It should be 9, but for sewing allowance of half an inch up here, then I'm gonna have to mark out the under bust point, which is 12 inches. Okay, it's normally 11.5 plus half an inch join the shoulder allowance, so that makes it 12 inches. Then here is the waistline plus additional half an inch here for sewing into the skirt part. So right now I'm gonna have to mark 1 inch shoulder drop from here to here, and I've connected it to this neckline point. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to be connecting to come up by 2 inches right here to for my shoulder line. Okay, this is the 2 inches is right here. Okay, so I'm just going to be marking out my client's bust point, which is 32 inches. You can see it's a small. So right now I'm gonna have to mark the nipple to nipple, which is 3.5. I've marked it right here on the bust point, on the under bust area, and then on the waistline. So the next thing is to come here and then mark out the half. I'm going to fold this tape into two. I have 5 inches, so I'm going to be taking half of the 5 inches, so which is 2.5. So I'm going to be marking that down and then connecting it to this line. I'm gonna have to connect this to this point. So the next thing is to come here right here and then take half inch to this point, and then I'll take 1.5 inch to this other side. Okay, half inch here, 1.5 to the other side. After I'm done right here, see I've taken 1.5 to this side. I connected from the waistline to the under bust area, and then same here, half inch from here to here. So the next thing is to come down by 0.75 inches on this line, just to make sure that we do not have a sharp end, or even half an inch, because it's not busty. And then I'm going to be connecting with the biggest part of my curve roller. Okay, just like this. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to take up, because I do not want this bust area to be revealing, so I'm just going to be coming down here by around 7 inches right here, just like the way you see me doing. And then you see it's around, okay, the difference between here and here is 2.5. I could have gone up by 2.5, but I do not want it to be revealing. Okay, so I'm going to be going up by 3.5 right here. So on this line now I'm going to be taking out 0.75 from both sides. Okay, so I'm just going to be marking out 0.7 on this two areas. Then I'm going to be connecting to this point. Meanwhile, I'm going to be going up by another 0.75 inch to avoid any kind of sharp end. Okay, so I'm going to be connecting that to this point. From that point, from this point that I marked here, I said that I'm going down by half an inch from the starting line. I'm sorry, by 7 inch from the starting line. So I'm going to just be coming down to the bust point area exactly. Okay, that's where I want my shaping, or even the other bust area, so that I can have my V shape line. So I'm just going to be doing free sketch with my pencil down here. First of all, I'm just going to be sketching something very free towards the under bust area, just like you see me do with my pencil. So if I see it satisfying, then I'll go ahead and use my ruler, my pen, to make it visible. Now make sure you're not using your pen on your fabric. Okay, I'm just trying to blend this up like this just to make it visible. Okay, so you can see I've drawn it right here down to this point. So this is the plunging neckline that we are having. Nevertheless, I told us that we are coming down by 2.5 inches here, so the neck width and neck depth is 2.5. So I'm just going to be joining both together as such. So the next thing is going to be going towards this area, and then before I do that, I'm going to be joining the armhole area. I told us that I went up by 2 inches from this bust point. Okay, and then I'm going to be taking my bust measurement from this area, removing whatever allowance I have here. So right here I've connected this point to this point. So I marked 7.5 inches, just like I did at this upper area. Okay, so I've connected it. Now I measured my 8 inches. I told you that the bust point is 32 inches. I measured it 8 inches right here, and then I added half an inch. The difference that we have here is half an inch, so I added it to this point. So what I'm going to do is to divide this point together. I have around 6.5 here, so dividing it, I will have 3.25, just like I'm doing right here. So I'm going to be coming in by 0.75 of an inch. Okay, because the person is not too busty, I'm going to be coming in by half of an inch. So I'm going to be connecting this point to this point, and then this point to this point. So I've gone ahead to connect this point to this point and then this point to this point. Now it's left to me, wherever I want my yoke to begin, I can decide to come to this point and then I can decide to make it come this way. So I think I won't be coming in too much because this part is going to be another material entirely, another fabric entirely. So I'm going to be connecting this point to. So I'm gonna have to connect it to this point, like you can see. So the next thing is to take out my measurement, like my waist measurement and then the under bust measurement. How I go about that, I'm going to be connecting this point to meet this point right here, and then I've gone to measure this and this point. You have to measure it so that both are aligned. I can see that both are aligned. If it's not aligned, then you have to adjust it on this side. So I'll be connecting this area to this point right now. Having done that right now, what I'm going to do is to measure out. I've measured out my bust area already, so I'm measuring that of my waistline here and then my under bust. So I measured out the under bust here and then the waistline here. Now I took into consideration these allowances that I removed because I'm going to be cutting this off. Now the next thing is to be picking out the bust that. Okay. Now I didn't tell us before that the difference between the front and back measurement of my client is 1.5 inches, and then I'm going to be moving that from this point right. 1.5 inches here, and then I'm going to be connecting the line to the bust point exactly, just like this, like you see me do. So this area is going to be opened and closed up. Sorry, closed up. We're not going to be using it. So automatically the length here for the back and front is going to be aligning. So whatever smoothness I need to do here after I've opened and closed it, I will do that, just that. So right here I've slashed this place open from this point that I marked right here. So we won't be able to close it until we open up this dart right here. You can see I've opened up the dart here. So all we need to do is to pin or sellotape this area to this area. You can see that this place is no more aligning, so I'm going to reconnect this after I sellotape it and come back and show us. I had to glue this point together, so all I need to do is to reconstruct and rejoin this line to this line. Okay, this point. Okay, you can see this is the under bust area to this point as it has shifted. So after which I'm going to be adding my allowances here. Okay, I'll be adding just allowances for the side. I won't be adding for the midpoint since I took the exact nipple to nipple measurement. So I'm just going to be adding 2 inches each. This measurement is totally dependent on you. It's totally dependent on you. So I'm going to be adding my 2 inches and joining it together. So right now I've been able to cut out this point and then added this area. Now look at this yoke part. We are not going to leave it like that. That's why I brought it together. So after taking this away, we are going to slash this line that we took right to this point, and then we'll be closing it up this way and sellotapeing it before we now cut it off. So this will be our yoke. Now I've joined this part together. This will avoid gaping for the yoke part. So we are just going to trim off this place this way, and then all of our pieces are ready. Then you cut your back just the normal way you cut the back. Add your normal dart allowance. If you have seen my video on how I make back bodies, then that is all. Bye bye. God bless you. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel at this point, do well to subscribe to my channel, and God bless you.